Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Y'all probably won't believe me if I say I just legit wave, knowing good and well I'm doing a voiceover, y'all. My apologies, y'all. I have retwisted my hair. I didn't took the clips out, but my baby is here. He not feeling well right now, so you know what I'm saying. He's sleeping in his mother's bed. And due to that, I'm going, even though we in a bunk bed, but he wanted to sleep on my level, you know what I'm saying? I was laying down with him. I didn't got up and he didn't fell asleep, was watching the little movies, watching the Sonic movie. And I was like, let me just let my baby sleep, you know what I'm saying? So speaking of the Sonic movie, let's get into this message. So, I'm watching this movie and in this movie, Sonic starts to, in the Sonic 2 movie, is basically where Sonic is introduced, Tails is introduced into the, what do they call it? I guess the series, into the world of live action Sonic. And also, Knuckles is introduced into the live action Sonic. And we find out, those of us that are just now watching Sonic, not everybody, you know what I'm saying? The OGs, like myself, the Saturday mornings, we already. But anywho, we are introduced to Tails and we're introduced to Knuckles, and we find out that Knuckles and Sonic are actually start off as enemies because Knuckles' father, as well as Sonic's parental figure, they were sworn enemies because of this power source. Okay, however, although they started off as enemies, and Knuckles had it in his mind that he was going after Sonic. He had it in his mind that Sonic was his enemy and he had to destroy him and he had to get what his father, perished trying to get. In the midst of this mission, he ends up realizing that Sonic is not really a bad guy. And in reality, not only is Sonic not a bad guy, he realizes this because he realizes that Sonic ride for Tails. Even though Sonic was trying to ensure that Eggman didn't get to certain things when Tails was hurt, Sonic was more so worried about Tails that he was like, I'll get him later. You know what I'm saying? We can go after Eggman later, but if I leave my friend is going to be hurt out here by themselves. And he was more concerned about his friend. And this was, even though Eggman was trying to act as if Knuckles was not smart, Knuckles saw that. You know what I'm saying? Knuckles had this street, like street smarts. Knuckles peeped that. He was like, hold on. So he's a real stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of chasing after, he could have got us. But instead of chasing after us, he made sure his friend was good. So he watched after the people on his team. He don't just leave people stranded. He don't just leave people looking lost. He don't just leave people looking silly. He a stand-up guy to people. He ride for people that ride for him. And I'm like thinking about, so this is where God is taking. I'm going to get to it. This is what, I'm going to get to the message, y'all. Just bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, he changes his mind and he decides that he wants to be friends with Sonic, especially towards the end of the movie, whereas he could not swim. And, and here's the thing. Here's the message, y'all. You know what I'm saying? There may be some people who found themselves for one reason or another against you, that will look at you and they see how you are. They see that you are a real stand-up person. They see that you are real deal Holyfield. They see that you are not the kind of person that will do some grimy stuff and they'll rock with you because they see that you're not grimy. So I was thinking about how, I was looking for this picture. I was looking for a certain picture I was trying to show my baby. I'm looking for the picture, As I'm looking for this picture, I started going, I saw so many old memories. You know what I'm saying? And so many older pictures that I have. And me being who I am, I don't lie about nothing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. Y'all already know because I have already posted several pictures of me. But in the midst of me posting several pictures of me and what I used to do when the devil had me, I still took out the time, effort, and energy to block out other people. And I block out other people not because I feel like they are messing up my picture, not because I don't love them, not because I feel some kind of way about them, but because I understand that some people don't want their picture shared. Some people don't want their past to be exposed. We live in a time now where there are so many people that are so quick to expose somebody. They so quick to expose somebody. And for somebody, okay, there is someone, they had it up on their heart to put you on blast. They had it up on their heart to drag your name through the mud. They had it up on their heart to show you to be something. It's like, so this can go, it can go two ways, but here's the thing. This is for somebody. You are saved. God saved you. And it's just so there are some people that believe, like, they see a picture of somebody from 10, 20 years ago and they think to themselves, oh, well, they not really who they say they are. Oh, they not really this. They not really. Hold on. You can't simultaneously be that person that used to run the streets 10 years ago while simultaneously being the saved person that you are today. How bigger of a flex for God for you to be the same person. Yeah. How bigger of a flex. And I just feel this is for somebody. There is someone that wanted to put you on blast. And for some of you, they did. There's someone that wanted to put you on blast. And for some of you, they did. At least try to put you on blast. But here's the catch. They are showing who they are more than they are showing who you are. They are showing who they are more than they are showing who you are. And I'm going to tell you why. Because just because you got old pictures of somebody, just because you know who somebody used to be, just because you remember how somebody used to get down way back then, do not mean that that person is the same person today. Everybody is entitled to growth. Now, there are some people that they carry on. They want to be childish forever. They want to be whatever kind of way forever. That's their choice. They do what they want to do. And just simply by them making the choice to put you on blast, at least try to, they are basically showing that they did not change. However, the person that decided, no, why would I do that? They have shown how much growth they have. Like, they grew up. They have grown. Okay, they have grown. And, I just feel like this is a message for somebody that may be thinking to yourself, I don't know if I can trust. Let me tell you something. Just how Knuckles sat back and he was watching Sonic in this movie. Sometimes you have to sit back and watch people. Sometimes you have to sit back and peep people. Sometimes you have to. And it's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with watching your back. It's nothing wrong with dotting your I's and crossing your T's and making sure everything is everything. Because you never know when you can trust somebody. But baby, this is like there was someone that had an opportunity. They had an opportunity to put forth effort to put you on blast. They had an opportunity to put forth effort to try to expose you. Now, it does not mean that whatever it is that they had in their back pocket was true. Like I said, even if it could simply not have even been you in the picture, or it could have been you at a point in time. But here's the thing, just because you were that person 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 months ago, does not mean that you are that same person today. And they would have, for the ones that did not take that opportunity and they said no, they have shown that they have grown. For the ones that took that opportunity and did this, they have shown they are basically showing their hand. They are showing what kind of person they are. Just how Knuckles looked at how Eggman was moving and he was showing how he is. It's a different, like this is not a situation. People doing this here, it's not gonna make or break you. Somebody trying to say, oh, you used to do this, oh, you used to, it's not gonna make or break you. Just like I said, like somebody trying to say, oh, I knew Star, they ain't finna do nothing, because I'm 100. I don't lie about anything. Not once have I came on here saying any lies. I am who I am. But I just feel like for whoever this message is for, you are who you are. You don't try to pretend. You don't try to put on a show. You don't try to act like you somebody you not. You don't try you are who you are. And you know that God saved you. Your ways have changed. You don't go the same places you used to. You don't do the same kind of things that you used to do. You don't have the same kind of interests that you used to have. And there may be somebody that's holding on to some old pictures. There may be somebody they reminiscing on some old videos. They drive by the old spot y'all used to hang out at, and they sit and they daydream. And some of these people, this is a test that they came across. Some of them passed and some of them failed. Some of them passed and they reminisced on the memories. They looked at the pictures. They thought it was beautiful and they kept on going. And some of them, they put forth effort to try to say that you are not who you claim. They tried to say you were this. They tried to say that. They tried to do this. They tried to do that. God say they failed the test. They failed the test. They failed the test. And that's like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people, they don't realize that God is putting them, like, this is a test that God is giving them. Not only is it a test that God is giving them, but this is also, it's for you to realize, is this somebody that you can trust? Because sometimes it could be coming from a place where somebody does miss you. Maybe they genuinely miss you. But here's the thing. Even if they miss you and they trying to say that you are not who you claim to be, or they trying to say that God didn't really save you, they trying to say that God don't really love you like that, they miss you, but they miss somebody that is not even existing anymore. You are not who you used to be. They want to try to make you go back to be who you used to be, but you're not there no more. And if they truly loved you and they truly cared about you, they would be happy that God saved you. They would be happy that God is using you. They would be happy that God has turned your life around. And instead of trying to pull you back to being who you used to be, they will be grateful for the person that you have become. They will put forth effort to meet you where you are. The scripture comes from Jeremiah 31:10. Hear the word of the Lord, you nations, proclaim it in distant coastlands. He who scattered Israel will gather them and will watch over his flock like a shepherd. For the Lord will deliver Jacob and redeem them from the hand of those stronger than they. Babe, let me read that again. For the Lord will deliver Jacob and redeem them from the hand of those stronger than they. They will come and shout for joy on the heights of Zion. They will rejoice in the bounty of the Lord, the grain, the new wine, and the olive oil, the young of the flocks and herds. They will be like a well-watered garden, and they will sorrow no more. Then young women will dance and be glad, young men and old as well. I will turn their mourning into gladness. I will give them comfort and joy instead of sorrow. God said you're not in that place no more. You're not in that place no more. I'm thinking about how Young and May say in one of her songs that she said Hennessy was my obsession to get through my depression, and that was kind of my confession. For some of y'all were in a place where y'all were drinking to cover up y'all sadness. Y'all in a place where you were partying to cover up your grief. You were in a place where you were doing certain things. The only reason you was moving that way is because you had so much up on your shoulders. But you not there no more. And this test right here it wasn't even like it was about you, but it wasn't about you. It was to see where this person is at. Are they the kind of person where they can see somebody that has been saved by God and be happy for them? Or are they the kind of person where they see somebody that has been saved by God and they want to try to bring them back to that place, that dark place? And you got to be evil to want to see somebody in depression. You got to be evil to want to see somebody in a place where they are not happy with themselves. To think about some of the things that people do when they run the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's not to get on nobody that run the streets. But there are some, when you drinking all day, every day, you're not in a happy place when you want to elevate you want to be you want to be somewhere else. You don't want to really think about what's really your reality. You want to change your reality. When you in a place where you got to go out and you got to get dressed up and you got to be around a bunch of different people and you constantly got to do this, you got to think about when people are living their lives a certain way. A lot of it stems from depression. A lot of it stems from sadness. A lot of it stems from sorrow. Like whatever it is that you came from, whoever it is that you used to be, whatever it is that you like, whatever it is, I just feel like it's somebody you had lived a certain way, you walked a certain way, and you dealt with certain people. You've been hurt by people that did all kind of things to you. And God pulled you out of that. And there are people that see you in the place that you are now. And because they see you where you are now, some of them, they are confused. They don't understand how God pulled you up from where you were. They don't understand how God saved you from being where you were. They don't understand how it is possible that you are no longer who you used to be. They cannot see it. They cannot understand it. Some people can't perceive, like they don't understand. And that's okay. And there are some people that God has saved them and they are touched by the fact that you have been saved. And then there are some people that God has not yet been able to save them. God has not touched them. God has not gotten to them yet for one reason or another. And they are simply rejecting God. And they don't understand it. They don't like it. And they want to pull you back to that place. Long story short, it's not always meant for them to understand. It's not always meant for them to understand what it is that God is doing when it comes to your story. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's journey is different. And when it comes down to it, this was a test. Once again, it involved you, but it wasn't about you. It was more so about them because they had an opportunity to do something. And even though what they did, it was not going to affect you. Whatever they would have done, it would not have touched you. Whatever they would have done, it could not possibly hurt you. However, it would have hurt them or it could have helped them. Now, if they decided not to do this and they just reminisced, they held you in their heart and they let it go and they moved on, then they were able to learn from this situation. It wasn't a situation where they failed. It wasn't a situation where they, it's the difference between somebody, because when somebody got that up on their heart, they feel like they got to try to talk down on somebody. They got to try to downplay somebody. They got to try to make somebody out to be something that they are or something that they are no longer. Then it's coming from a demonic space. This is not coming from God, especially if God is using you, especially if God has uplifted you, God has saved you. You are no longer the person that you used to be. And if somebody is trying to sit around and figure out some kind of way to make you like it's like they want to shine a light on the days when you were allowing Satan to use you, or trying to shine a light on the days when you were not doing as God wanted you to do, not walking the way God wanted you to walk. They are basically trying to shine the light on Satan. They are trying to diminish the light that God is using within you. And when someone decides, no, I don't think it's okay to do that. I think it's all like, I don't think it's meant for me to do that right now. I think it's beautiful that God is using them. I think it's beautiful that God has saved them. Now they are operating in the Holy Spirit. They are operating in God. They are allowing God to use them. And that's the message, y'all. That's the message. Whew, long story short. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for everybody that has donated. If you still would like to donate, you can do so by using my website, starscartel.com, or by using my Cash App, $sign Stars Cartel. If you would like a Christmas gift, you could receive one by emailing me. And that's the message, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.